that game mode coming later has to be with zombies. When I was in middle school, I'd go over to my friend Anastasia's house, and we'd go in our basement, we'd turn off all of the lights, and then we'd load up split-screen zombies on her big TV on the couch, and just all night on her Xbox just sitting there playing zombies on town survival, you know, going as far as we could, training them around the lava pit in the center. So that's definitely like a cool memory for me.
I love to hear that. We're going to be sharing lots more stories on these couches, I am sure, as we get through the rest of today. But we also wanted to remind everyone again.
All right, guys. I'm really hoping that I can get through the zombie stuff without the stream freaking dying on me. Again, now you guys know why I don't stream. You know exactly why I don't stream. I'm not sure if it's my PC is not powerful enough or if it's the internet or what it is, but every single time I stream like this, even at 720p, it just like glitches out for no reason. So
be sure to pre-order on PlayStation Store to get an exclusive look at the Lockpick Operator Pack at MW3's launch.
let's show me the zombies, man. Show me the zombies.
What did you guys think of Lockpick? That's another one that we saw on the decks. And I mean, there's so much to break down here. All of the team were going through every single detail, but Ali, what did you make of it?
She's freaking cool. Like, I know Stephanie talked about how she insta-locks her every single time that she's loading up into a game, and I might have to follow suit. Like, we might have to battle it out for who gets to be the lockpick in game, because she is cool.
Yeah, I'm down with the blue camo as well. Very excited to see all the crazy skins. We've got a tease of some of those skins in game already. The trailers, you name it, it's all happening. But Lockpick available for you, PlayStation players. Hit that pre-order. We've had quite a deep dive on MW3's multiplayer mode so far, and over the past couple of months, I mean, I suppose that was the best way to put it. We've had some teasers, we've had some insights, we've had a few leaks of the return of Makarov and what that means to Modern Warfare 3's campaign. All that in store very, very soon. But now, though, friends, it's time for something quite different. Straight from our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
Okay, here we go.
One of our patrols reported hostile contact.
Interesting.
Then went dark.
There's one! I can see him!
MWZ.
Infill into a low threat zone. Nothing.
I think that determines that DMZ is gone. DMZ is done, and it's being replaced for this.
The situation is dynamic and evolving. There are other friendly assets on the ground. Join forces to take out those threats.
Ooh, wonder weapon. Looks pretty cool.
Friendly squad in the AO. Moving in to assist.
Strike team, you have execute authority. Proceed to the high threat zone.
OG perks. Pack a punch. Camo looking very, very cool. Boss zombie.
Are real.
Dang, that's a crazy boss. That's not... Is that a pack-a-punch vehicle? Ray gun. More camos.
Welcome to Operation Deadbolt.
Cool. Looks awesome to me. Maybe we'll get to see gameplay here. Oh, wow. Man. Again, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you're getting a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
More on that in just a bit. But now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin is the Associate Director of Design, and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting to talk about some zombies.
Fired up to be here. Yes.
It looks awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
When I think of the undead, I think of
the ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, There's something about purple and zombies that just, it really does something for me. But guys, earlier this week, we held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next into Treyarch. First time you guys have had folks in the studio in a long time. It was super exciting. I want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see in the room from these guys.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people. You know, zombies is traditionally something that is a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You're getting to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Yeah, the playtest though was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments. It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right, and then getting people to see it. In what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often, bringing people into the studio. So that must have been a very, like, almost revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah,
like
so you're like, oh, wait a minute, this game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So
it's like, we were right. Yeah,
we did it. Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there, Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them in zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I mean,
a little tidbit, a little morsel.
A little something.
We can't give them all.
Giving any.
Well, then what should we expect?
So if you were paying attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time,
I mean, that means yes, there are Easter eggs.
If you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think
Sweet.
that is going to lead perfectly to my question, which is, with so much that needs to be unpacked here, I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is, like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a mode based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking our gameplay, our classic zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on the big map and all of the experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher player count. And then on top of that, putting it in the modern warfare era where you have their equipment, the operators, and it just feels so badass, you know?
And it's in this massive open world co-op experience. So that's something that feels.
I will say that Wonder
exciting.
Weapon
It
is
feels
pretty
different.
cool.
Kind
I'm
of
definitely excited to
what
give
led
that
you guys
give that a
to
try.
To design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big new way.
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had pure PvE.
Yes, pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's you know, we usually have four
Kind
players.
of.
You know,
Safe
it
is
is
relative.
shooting zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But and then you mentioned like the way that the game's played, the open world, but how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also, like, you know, I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to, like, combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you can form a super team.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cool.
And that's
I mean, I
great.
prefer to play
You group up
zombies.
together, you
Prefer to
build
play
a
zombies
whole
solo
bit.
as
I don't
well.
know if
So
I'd recommend that, guys, from what I've
I mean,
seen.
experienced players.
I mean, if they have proximity chat for that, that would be really cool. You could definitely make some friends playing that mode with everybody.
Form those super squads.
Yeah.
And again, the map is massive. There's zombies everywhere. There's other surprises
We're
everywhere.
gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I wonder if they're actually going to show us gameplay today.
So,
Like
a couple
full-on,
weeks ago, we
like,
saw
content creator
the
gameplay.
Very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the cinematic that we released, which really
Be super
sets
cool.
the stage for the narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies. In that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through what's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic. And if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Is hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Kyle alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakaya was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain fashion, he starts to hear whispers himself as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yep.
Is about this new thing called Ethereum. And he wants to get it. And that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is, that's the start of the story. And players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback, it's canon, we've got worlds colliding with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look at how these come to life in the intro mission.
Ooh.
Yes, yes.
Oh, all right. Actual game. Maybe actual gameplay. Cool.
Your objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map. Once tower is active, use decryption key from Jansen's tablet to establish comms.
Okay, interesting. So it's very operator-ish, like Cold War zombies and Vanguard. Yeah, and Vanguard zombies as well.
Enemy birds closing on your position. Clear the deck and push up top. Objective is on the roof.
So it is a lot like Outbreak, which isn't a bad thing. I actually thought Outbreak is pretty fun. I've only played it a little bit, but when I did play it, it was a really good time, so...
Got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Protect Dr. Jansen. We need her alive.
Target down. Zakayev will unleash this hell everywhere from New York to Joburg if we can't stop him here.
Clear and hold that LZ strike team. Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all threats.
Okay. So it's like a
What you just saw there was
hybrid
a little snippet of that
between
story
Spec Ops and
mission
zombies.
intro. And what's really exciting again about this opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story to the forefront. These story missions have handlers from the Modern Warfare world, from the Black Ops world, Cold War world that you might see. Some new friends along the way as well. And they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map. Lots of different activities and cool things to do. Awesome cinematics and well. And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a zombies player, we want you to experience that story.
But another thing that I will say though is while this is fine, how are they going to keep this content survive? Like how is it going to last all year long how is it going to last all year? Are they going to just do casual updates, or are they actually going to introduce round-based maps?
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
They may answer that question, but they may not. So that's something that I'm really interested in seeing, because they could just release this and leave it be and then it would die. Or they could go the DMZ route where they continually update it and update the base map itself, or add new maps that are big and sort of the same gameplay, or which I think 99% of the zombies fans would prefer, is that they have this mode, but they also periodically release round-based maps as well. That's my personal hope, but we'll have to see.
Jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So zombies can be pretty intimidating, and we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode
Well, there's the new Warzone map right there. Boom.
And have fun and also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
And lots of buildings.
map, and we'll talk about that more later. But here for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into the center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Sakea threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay for it. All right. Well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box, we've got wall buys, we've got the pack punch, the pat machine. All
Same
of these
tier
things are
system
spread out across this ginormous map. And as you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel.
So it's very much Outbreak
And again,
slash Warzone slash DMZ.
feeling as well as buy stations as well.
No complaints from me.
Features that you recognize if from experiences in other modes.
Maybe besides the fact that it's not round based, which again the majority of the Zombies community prefers.
The most important core feature, of course.
It's a sweet new feature, folks.
What?
It's our cereal. You can't find this in the map. I wish you could. Yeah. It's actually delicious, though.
Yeah, it's here at Call of Duty Next. It has some awesome features. It's got a UV light,
it's outrageous.
I may or may not have taken a box of those.
Oh, yeah, I've stolen this.
I mean, a crate. I'm not talking about a single box. I'm talking a single crate. What came off the truck, you know?
Wow. And shout out to Off Limits Cereal for making this with the box bespoke for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And it's a woman-owned business, which is dope.
Awesome.
And it goes in the dark.
Bang.
Yeah. So I would be remiss to not hit on one of the really core features for our Zombies players, and that's the Wonder Weapon, guys.
Yes.
I need to know.
Yeah. So of course we have a Wonder Weapon, and it has been custom made again for this open.
Cool. Looks very awesome.
Oh my word.
I'm gonna let you just look.
Looks like a lot like the Paralyzer, actually.
That thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the Scorcher again is built
Cool.
for demolishing.
Looks awesome.
Highest density of zombies you've ever seen.
The hordes.
Oh yes, the
We're gonna melt hordes.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, it's got an alt fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like it's really
Jeez, go flying.
Yeah, absolutely. It's once you get into like basically the flow state of using it and it's in your arsenal, there's no limit. Chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's kiss.
Chef's
Wonder
kiss,
Weapon.
you're like, I'm the
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And part of what makes Zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this? It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is a really kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil mode, right? So you're trying to get deeper and deeper into the map, and at first you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully exfil so you can come back in the next time with hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me, we mentioned it before, we saw Zakayev yeet the vial in the cinematic. That has created the incursion zone, that super hot area we saw a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the player there?
Yeah, so this thing is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aether. So it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit. At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the map, and that's where you need to get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies.
And it gets really, intense.
So it's a
That's
total
pretty cool.
1 hour
That's
session.
definitely
Yeah,
really
1
cool.
1 hour session.
I'm liking the camos though.
24 players.
I don't know if those are pack-a-punch camos or blueprints, but they look really cool.
You want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat, but the Ether Storm waits for no one, and it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we gonna
Are
find
we
in
getting the
there?
hell out of
What's
Dodge?
the exfil
What are
plan?
we
Yeah.
doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow, gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out, bring it with you. We
Item persistence.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have insurance slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past, you've had to do all that just in-game, you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisition. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match, and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, Pack-a-Punch, drink 4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high threat.
Straight into the red zone, juiced up on perks.
Yeah, okay, so DMZ I think is gone. I think DMZ is, or this is replacing DMZ from Modern Warfare 2. And it's going to be a DMZ Zombies hybrid. Okay, I mean,
introducing this different kind of pressure with the time limit.
see how it plays. I mean, I'll give it a go, of course, but probably won't be something I play too much.
It's part of that. How do you ease new players and seasons players, right? It kind of relates to rounds. If you're familiar from that, is like when you get into the higher zones and you have more of that arsenal. That's for those seasons players. They're gonna feel it and they're gonna want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be loaded up on a bunch of stuff coming in to really succeed.
All right, we're getting into the lightning round here. Finally, Miles, I asked you before. You said that zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter eggs are out there lurking in the world. But of all the secrets, again, I'm gonna pressure you.
Keep going back to the well here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
we want people to find them.
We do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well,
so
look,
more coming.
You're not getting it out of us.
Well, you know what? Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters? What do you tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go.
Hellhounds, nice.
But then we have all of our other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic, who can disguise himself as a cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The Disciple, he buffs.
That was me this morning.
That's from Cold War DLC 3, I think? Or DLC map 3. That's pretty cool as well. And again, that boss was great. Boss is crazy.
Yeah, because he needed to be bigger.
Probably not going to be an easy thing to kill, that's for sure.
Crawlers under his stomach.
Oh, fun.
The dingle dangles.
He can't fit in buildings anymore. He's so big, so he needs those guys to go inside.
Get you in the buildings.
But this is when you talk about like that opportunity of open world. Is okay. You think you're going to be safe? I'm going to run inside. No, absolutely not. The Abomination will send in these little creatures, and they will try to explode and flush you out. So really, it's do you want to die by the lasers outside, or do you want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you.
Your choice.
It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
That's right.
But perhaps more terrifying than monsters even for the first time. There are humans in zombies as well.
The real enemies all along.
So this enemy PMC group
absolutely.
Is in the world.
That's another, again, important to the story when you go back to Sakayev and this Terminus Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired. They found that Ethereum. they want more in true sort of bad guy fashion, and they are across the map. So for the first time, you're going to be able to, if you want, fight these AI. There's gameplay loop tied to them where there's a progression on that side, and you can run into them. You can avoid them if you want. If you just want to chill out and shoot zombies all day, that's
Now, I think the creators are still playing MP.
cool. Or
Yeah, they're definitely playing MP still. So I don't know if we're going to see zombies gameplay from them today. Gonna have to wait until launch, possibly.
You shoot a few, you get a big horde of them.
They're upset.
And you basically train them right into the human
that's
AI.
cool.
And,
Okay.
And it's basically the zombies are third-partying.
Yes.
Right?
Dang.
Which is awesome. So we're 100% team zombies, and you just kind of sneak by as they're
That's
causing
awesome.
all the carnage, so you can loot, get what you need, and get out. But it's really just I can't express the moment when you unleash your own zombie horde on the human AI. It's really satisfying.
Awesome. I can't wait. Well, you guys saw it after the Zombies trailer earlier, but in a couple of minutes, Lottie's going to give you all the details on the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. Stay tuned. That thing is absolutely absurd. It's 100% something that you're going to want to see in Zombies Day 1. But I have some other news. We got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep talking about. I am excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first look at the brand new map coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's going to
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome stuff. Firstly, Kevin, Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your passion is infectious.
All right, and I think on that note,
truly,
I am going to go ahead and end this stream here. I really hope you guys enjoyed all of this new Call of Duty and Next stuff. Again, I apologize for all of the technical difficulties during this live stream, but it kind of just is what it is. I'm new to streaming, of course, but you probably won't see too many of these just because, again, 720p streams aren't really my thing or my favorite thing to show you guys. But I wanted to do this because, again, there won't be any content from me for the next couple of days, and so I wanted to make sure that I was covering as many things as I could. But I will delete the live streams that were either really short or didn't really have any relevant information. But I will also, but with the streams that I will be keeping, I will make it so that you guys can easily watch them with the specific thing that was shown. So multiplayer, the new multiplayer modes, and then of course this little mini stream here with the zombies footage. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are about Modern Warfare 3. Again, the multiplayer does look actually pretty good. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it on Saturday when I get back. And also, I think that the zombies mode is interesting. Not sure if it's going to be something that I will be playing a ton of, just because of the fact that it's not round-based and the fact that it is very similar to DMZ, which wasn't really my thing either. But again, I'm definitely optimistic, and I think it's going to be a pretty enjoyable year of COD. But we're just gonna have to see when the beta comes out tomorrow. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you guys very, very soon on Saturday for some Modern